host, Greg. Welcome. Shortly, in another week or so, depending on how many of these I make between now and then, you're going to notice maybe the background change a little bit. I'm going to be leaving my present place of employment. I'm sure you guys have heard me complain about it enough. And I'm going to be going to another smaller company, small family-owned company. I'll be home every weekend so I can drive my wife nuts. She's not used to having me home every weekend. Usually a couple, 2 or 3, maybe 4 days, once a month, and that's it. Now she's going to have me home for 2 days every weekend. She was telling me today, she's like, don't come home and mess up my kitchen. I was home for a couple of days, and she had some things in place where she wanted them. It's where she wants them. It's where she likes them. She knows where they're at. And I moved them because I didn't think it made any sense to put them there. Well, guess what? Doesn't matter if it makes sense to put them there or not. That's where the wife wants them. That's where they stay. She's like, somebody put them down in the cover. I'm like, it was me. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to get into the details with you as to why I did it. But I got into the details with her and explained why I did it. So, but she understood why I did that, but that's not where she wants them. And then I'd been eating something on the couch, and apparently I left some crumbs on the couch cover. And she shook it out, and when she shook it out, she found the crumbs. I never noticed them. Honestly, I never noticed them. But it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for us, but I think we'll be all right. But a lot of things contributed to me leaving here. The staff here is good. There's a couple people that drive me up a wall. But the staff here, for the most part, are good people. Most of it is the building across the street, across the parking lot, Walmart. And you all have heard me talk about the craziness at Walmart and the stuff that we have to deal with. Matter of fact, this is just a glimpse of a few of the things that we have to deal with. All right? Take a look. Okay, those are just a few of the pictures that we have to deal with. Okay? They complain that they call here at the terminal, they talk to our terminal manager, and they complain, well, we don't have any load straps. Look at the one picture. The load strap's in behind the pallet hooked to the wall. Now, what you don't get to see in that picture is when the store took that pallet out, the load strap was there, was hooked to the wall. They didn't bother to unhook the load strap when they put the pallet in. They left it in behind the pallet. The other one, the top of the pallet was supposed to be here, okay? They put the pallet in next to it sideways, and they took that pallet and twisted it. It caught a box on the top of the pallet. And did they stop? Did they stop and go, oh, we're messing up that pallet? No. They said, screw it. Crammed it right on in there. And now what's going to happen is it makes it inconvenient and difficult for the store to get the pallet off, and it makes us look stupid because it looks like the driver's fault. Kind of a shoot the messenger type thing. We didn't do it, but because we're the guys delivering it, we get to catch the flack for it. I think some of the stores understand that, that was the way the DC loaded it. It wasn't our fault. But there's other ones I don't think understand that. And we had a trailer, and I don't even think I mentioned this in the couple messages I sent in, but we had a trailer that the rear hub was broke. And I found it loaded. It was my trailer. It was loaded. They ended up having to reload it. We're not sure if the yard guy put it on the repair line and then someone else grabbed it off the repair line to load, or if the yard guy just didn't think about it and put it on the empty line. Either way, it disappeared for like 2 weeks. Okay? I found it 3 weeks later. Okay, I say 2 weeks because it was 2 weeks and it had been mentioned to me that the truck hadn't been repaired. They didn't know where it was. Okay, I found it a week later. Loaded again. And I probably mentioned that in one of my videos. The hub was still broken. So they had to reload it again. Since the second time with me, they've had to reload the trailer. And when the guy took it and put it over on the repair line, one of our mechanics went out with a glad hand lock. And what it is, it's a little lock that you put over what we call the glad hands. It's where the air hooks up to the trailer. Put it over that, lock it in. Then you can't hook up the hoses. That trailer ain't moving because you can't release the brakes. So they eventually got it fixed. But it's how does that trailer run for 3 weeks with a broken hub? How it ran for 3 weeks with a broken hub is beyond any of us. Because there was no fluid in there. There's no lubricant in the rear end. How could it have ran for 3 weeks? But it did. Now maybe it sat somewhere and didn't move, and then they reloaded it with mine. I don't know. We never did figure out what happened, how it got out, but they did finally get it fixed because I had it like a couple weeks after that. I had it. It was fixed. But that's the kind of thing that just drives us bananas. And then, of course, I've talked much on Facebook and on my videos a little bit about answering the phones. Okay? Or you call the store and the store says, okay, we'll have somebody back there in a minute. And then you give them 5 minutes. You go back there, you ring the bell, and you stand there for another 10. You said you'd be back here in a couple of minutes. In the time it took them to get to the door, I could have walked all the way around the building. And they're saying, well, it took me a little bit to get from the front of the store. Front of the store, I could have walked around the entire building. And you're walking from the front of the store to the back. I went to one the other day. I complained about it on Facebook. Come to find out, when they got ready to load me, the guy that normally unloads me, his name is Laquan, he didn't hear it. And he's the one that would come back and do it. He didn't hear the page because he was in the dairy cooler working. And he told me, he said, they told him that he told them that he was working and going to be working in the cooler. So they should have known. Now, if you're watching closely, you may have seen a slight pause. And you may notice maybe the lighting is a little different. It's because I've been talking to my wife for the last half an hour. She called right at that point. And so I've been talking to her for the last half hour. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff here that isn't directly due to our people. But it's gotten to be too much. And so I'm moving on to a different position. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to get this put together and put on for you because it's getting late. I'm going to have to leave out of here in a couple hours. So, and I lost complete track of what I was thinking and what I was talking about. So remember, like, comment, share this video. Let everybody know that Greg the Crazy Trucker is out here and he is creating havoc no matter where he goes. And until next time, this is your host of the video of the day, Greg the Crazy Trucker. Did I just say that? Saying, see ya!